Alright guys, so today we are showing off LR King Cold and Mecha Frieza. Overall they are pretty decent free-to-play unit. Now, if you already know what the deal, feel free to skip forward in the video a little bit. If you're rocking with me, let's go. So their leader skill, they have Wicked Bloodline category, 3 key and 100% stats. Not great, but obviously if you don't have Metal Cooler, they can be useful. Then on super attack, they cause colossal damage to enemy, and they lower attack. And then on their 18 key, they cause mega colossal damage to enemy, and they raise extreme class allies attack by 30% for 2 turns, which is really nice. And then their passive, they get attack and defense plus 66% at the start of turn, and then they get an extra 20% attack per Wicked Bloodline category ally on the team, up to 60%, and then they get an extra 9 key whenever there's a Super Saiyan category enemy. So they're super self-sufficient if you're ever going up against a Super Saiyan category enemy, which in the Legendary Goku event is every stage except for the first one and the last 2. So for like 5 stages in the middle there, all of them are Super Saiyan category enemies. So that's where we are right now. Later in the video, we are going to take him elsewhere. We'll take them elsewhere, I guess. And their links, they have Tough as Nails, Universe's Most Malevolent, Brutal Beatdown, Thirst for Conquest, Strongest Clan in Space, Fear and Faith, and Legendary Power. Overall, very good link set. And the categories are in Wicked Bloodline, Joined Forces, Android/Cell Saga, and Terrifying Conquerors. I'm now going through their categories. Terrifying Conquerors is probably where they're actually going to be the best, just because over there you can easily fill it with like Frieza type units so they can get their full passive, as well as the fact that both of the leaders will be giving them like a support type buff. Well, except for I don't remember what like the condition is for Cooler to buff Terrifying Conquerors compared to Transformation Boost, so that could be the case. And then also on Wicked Bloodline, they will work really well. Android/Cell Saga, they don't work well at all. We're going to be showing them off on that later. And then Joined Forces, obviously not great. Now, one thing I should mention, I have them with 2 dupes. You cannot rain with them currently on Global. I think they released 4 copies, but I can only afford 3. So that's where we are right now. So right now we're in the first stage of the Legendary Goku event. So we're just going to... I'm just going to put them in the first slot. We're going to give them all those. They did get an 18 key. Now, one thing I should mention is I've recorded this video before. Not only did I recorded it, I edited it, I exported it, and I started to upload it. Although I accidentally deleted the files before the video was done uploading, and because of that, it would not finish uploading. And because I deleted the files, I just have to record the video again. And right now it is 1:14 a.m. the day before you see it. So I have like 11 hours to do this, and then also hopefully get a little bit of sleep. I don't know. Man, I'm stupid. Like, that's the worst part, is like most of the time if there's a stupid mistake made, you can just like be like, oh my gosh, that person is so stupid. But when that person is you, it almost makes it harder to swallow. I don't know. But one thing I did notice, at least in my first video, let's see if I noticed the same thing here, is that LR King Cold and Mecha Frieza, even if they're not going up against a Super Saiyan category enemy, they are very key efficient. Like, they very rarely struggle to get their 18 key super. Now, from here on out in this event, they will be having that extra 9 key, which is good. So like here, just without them getting any orbs, they're at 23 key. Like, that's pretty good. Now, I don't plan on keeping the Tech Cooler on rotation with them. The only reason he's been here this whole time is because, I mean, he does give 20% attack and defense to them, as well as he links up decently okay. But the unit I want on rotation with them is actually the AGL Final Form Frieza. They share a lot of links to those. There's 2.79, so basically 2.8 million attack stat there. That's pretty good. Their numbers, by the way, once you take them like off of a Wicked Bloodline team, they drop like a stone. Like, I know I'm going to show you later in the video, so I don't need to tell you, but like, they were like 1.4 million on an 18 key super on the Android/Cell Saga team. And the reason they were so much lower is because I'm pretty sure the 2 parts of their passive actually multiply together. Okay. So, about this. This is definitely not good, for the showcase at least. I don't want to cut, mostly because I'm not sure if I have time to edit this video super heavily, just because I want to get it out. Like, my video on them earlier was actually like 17 minutes long. This one is probably going to be closer to like 11, just so that I can make sure that I can get it out on time. Okay, can he do this for multiple turns? I really hope he can't. It would be very inconvenient if he could. Well, I know he can. I hope he doesn't, is what I'm saying. Okay, additional. Nice, whatever. What doesn't help is that we're not doing any damage, so it's not like we can just finish this stage off and move on. Because we have type disadvantage here, we're just not doing anything. Also, I still am sick. That's, why I sound nasally. Okay. This is just not going well at all. Man, it felt like my video earlier went really well. I felt like I was having fun. Here it's just like, I feel like I'm forcing it. I almost just, because I still have the video clip earlier, like from my video earlier, and I was like, you know what, maybe I'll just redub over that, but it's like, why would I do that? That'd be weird, I don't know. So I just decided to re-record it. Please don't stay transformed. I'm not sure if he can stay transformed for 3 turns. He might be able to. Okay, he did not. That doesn't mean he can't, that means he didn't. My gosh. I hate Cooler so much. Cooler is so... I almost said bad. He's not bad. I just don't like the way Cooler's designed. He has, like, no defense. Like, he has 80% defense, which is okay. I mean, in Dokkan events, he won't get hit too hard. But he's not a tank even in Dokkan events. And it's like... I don't know. He doesn't hit insanely hard. And it's just, like, in every way possible... Like, in every situation possible, I mean... I would rather run the int support Cooler on this Wicked Bloodline team than this guy. But the thing is, you can't, because he's the only Wicked Bloodline category leader. Like, I would really like to see a new Wicked Bloodline leader. So that way we could use the int Metal Cooler on this team, like, effectively. And not have to use, like, this LR as the leader, because then we'd be losing it on, like, 70% stats, which obviously you do not want it to do. Man... I said I wanted to get Frieza on rotation, but the thing is, I don't want to die either, so I guess I'm just keeping the rotations like this. I guess I'm going to heal, because the thing about Mecha Frieza and King Cold is they do not have big bad bosses, so it doesn't matter how low our HP is, actually. Okay, just barely over 1 million there for Cooler. I really like Golden Cooler. I wish I was able to pull dupe for him. Although I kind of just completely regret like summoning on that Dragon Ball Heroes banner, to be honest. Just because of how bad the summons went on the Bardock banner, I just really want to keep summoning on the Bardock banner. I know that might not make sense to some people, but it's like, my luck's got to change at some point, right? Because at this point I'm 1,000 stones in on the Bardock banner with, I think it is 1 featured unit. I've gotten Physical Future Gohan, and that is the only featured SSR I've pulled from the banner. And I am over 1,000 stones in. I know I only did... I think it was 800 stones on camera. I know in the thumbnail it says 600, but I made that thumbnail before the banner actually came out, and I was really hoping I wouldn't need to buy any stones. But in that video I did buy, like, I think it was 160 stones that I bought in that video. But whatever. I mean, hopefully I can get Bardock with just free-to-play stones now, because it's like, I have spent a decent amount on stones, and I just haven't been able to get him, but we'll see. I did want to get this GT Frieza on rotation with them at some point, but I just keep not floating him off because AGL Metal Cooler is just so bad defensively that I don't want to have him tanking all these hits. Oh, and he does no damage either. I'm going to have some AGL Metal Cooler fanboys in my comments being very angry with me, but whatever. Alright, so 86,000 defense is what he's at here. I think after this turn, we are just going to very quickly hop over to the Android / Cell Saga team. Like, I'm not even going to cut, because it doesn't take any time, really. It's just... Okay, there we go. I'm pretty sure that throughout that entire thing, their attack set was around the same. Hey, Frieza. How are you? We just have 3 final form Friezas here. You know how it is. That's not what I meant. Okay, we're just abandoning the quest. Now, I really hope I don't need to cut, but I actually might need to cut thinking about it. Just because Int Cell isn't the most common leader. And if you're just looking for how, like, hard they can hit, I mean, that was that. Now this, they're not going to look very good here at all. Okay, there's Cell. See, I already used this team. Like, I've already done this. It's like deja vu. I've already done this whole video before. Okay. So, the thing here is they will have, the extra part of their passive for, like, half of the phases, I think it is. Actually, no, they're going to have it for none because of where they landed on the rotation. Because this guy does not have the Super Saiyan category, so this is 5 key, and they're currently at, okay, so this is a 17 key super. So keep in mind their 17 key super would normally hit significantly harder than this, but they're the only Wicked Bloodline category on the team. So yeah, only a million attacks set there. That's, for them, that's very, very bad. But they do lower attack, so that is still very useful. And they do share some links with the androids. I think it's Fear and Faith. They have a key link. Yeah, this rotation was just really, really bad. I mean, ideally we would have gotten Frieza and King Cold in the second rotation, because then they would have just dominated throughout the entire event, whereas now it's just, I don't know. Ooh, and we didn't get the 17 on rotation with him, because 17 would share Fear and Faith, and he would make, like, it's either STR or Rainbow Orbs, which obviously, like, changing orbs for LRs is always good. Okay, Cell should finish this off here. 2.2 million. Is this mine or the friend Cell? If it's the friend Cell, then Cell hits significantly lighter than I remember. I guess we can find out here. Oh yeah, that was the friend Cell. Cell is very weak. Yeah, so here this Bardock is actually on the Super Saiyan category, so we're getting that extra key. This does not make his attack stat go up at all, though. So last time I got a 17 key super, this time I got like a 20 key super. This is going to do almost no damage. Let's see. Yeah, 22k, but only 1.4 million attack stat here. Yeah. I mean, they aren't very impressive on this team. Okay, but they did do a 3 million crit. That's just because they are on the special category for this event. It is just any pretty much Wicked Bloodline category unit will just pretty much one-shot every phase in this event. And actually, because of that, I actually have the fastest time on my friends list for this event. I don't remember exactly what it was. I think it was like 2 minutes and like 12 seconds or something. I'll actually show you guys after this video. Not after this video, after this run. After I beat this run, I'll show you guys. I don't remember exactly what it was. It was under 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Because I remember the person behind me has 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I know it's not quite under a minute, but it's close. That is basically what I remember. So here, just because I do... Oh, I didn't bring any attack buffing items. That's upsetting. But see, like here, their key is fine. They do have key support, so I guess it's not a fair comparison, but whatever. Okay, let's see how much they take from the super, actually. Because their defense shouldn't be great here, actually. Especially from Bardock, who's going to lower defense. Oh, yeah, we're dead. So 1.7. 1.47, that's it, actually. Okay, if we crit and get an additional super... Okay, no. We could have finished that, actually. But the way it is, we just died. Yeah, we did. So, that was King Cold and Mecha Frieza. Definitely, not necessarily like the best unit in the game, but remember they are free to play. So that is one thing. Free to play units. Also, wait, did that say they're... I'm gonna die in this event later, just to look at what that said, because I think that said there was no equipment. Whatever. 2 minutes and 6 seconds is what I beat it in. Yeah, okay. But anyways, guys, I did use an item. They are not the best unit in the game. They are a very decent free-to-play unit. They're very fun, though. I definitely like using them. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please consider leave a like, a comment, subscribing to the channel. My name has been Blah, and I will see you guys next time.